to lie in your arms. You should not treat me like a stranger. Our Father would not like the way that you act, and you must realize the danger. Oh sister, am I not a brother to you, and one deserving of affection? And is our purpose not the same on this earth? To love and follow His direction. We grew up together from the cradle to the grave. We died and were reborn and then mysteriously saved. Oh sister, when I come and knock on your door, don't turn away. Time is an ocean, but it ends at the shore. You may not see me tomorrow. 5 poems from Motherhood's Color Wheel, Mirouge and Hanan. I almost wake up, almost miss my bonus dream. Mirouge and Hanan, coming from the halal sex shop, just opened in holy Mecca. Mirouge with her skater's slouch, covered with a baseball cap. She once came to my class uncovered, her dense black brush, the plushest I've ever seen. Mirouge in blue jeans and Converse high tops. Hanan formed and draped like a living altar, as cool and shaded as Nichols Arcade, jewels glowing candle warm, a sky blue hijab framing her sly smile, a long pleated skirt flowing from fruitful hips. Her slippered feet, as she glides to the car, peep from the hem, ancient with purpose. Mirouge slides behind the wheel. Hanan cradles the scented candles in her lap. Waking, I think of Michigan snow and Saudi sand, woman and man, Christian and Muslim, Sunni and Shia, lipstick and butch. If opposites attract, it's because no two lovers are wholly opposite. Even the most are only a little. I first wondered if they were lovers when the school tried to separate their classes, and they pleaded to stay together. It became clear when I learned Hanan was divorced, the only divorced Saudi I ever met, and they lived with her 10-year-old son and never wanted to go back to Sayhat. We started meeting before school, me coming out of Dave's little grocery, them sitting at a table outside the pizzeria, aiming their cigarette smoke at heaven. These meetings outlasted thaw and freeze of the Arab Spring. Much remained unanswered. How did they meet? Was it online? Was it 2 years before they knew each other's names? Did Mirouge and the boy skateboard together? Why didn't he live with his father? Our knowledge of each other was like a festive meal, delicious and nourishing. But in the context of a life, what is a single meal? Even the meal at the close of Ramadan, a wedding's consummation, the last repast before a state executes us for our otherwise unstoppable love. I got an email from Hanan this morning. She's at the University of Central Oklahoma. Marouge is working. Rashid graduates from high school in May. I think about lesbians in Arabia and Arabs in the Sunni state. I have this bonus dream. To be there when he graduates, to give them each a fierce protector whose ears are always cocked. Spectrum. Lullabies are unhappy in the gray mother's mouth. They squirm and complain like the infants in her care. By noon, the blue mother's milk has soured in the unplugged refrigerators of her breasts. She drinks some herself, hoping for food poisoning. The blue and gray bear mentioning as much as the transparent mother, with her church-lovely voice and lyricism that pervades like the void. Encounter. It doesn't matter if I flush that 700 down the drain, down my vein, into a publishing scheme, the financing of which I'd rather not explain. I'm 53, and time limps away faster than money. Mom and I and our phlebotomists know searching for poems and searching for love is like searching for a vein, sometimes as natural as diving into a river, sometimes like digging a well. Last night's pill is on my tongue. Last night's pill is still on my tongue. Last night's pill is still on my tongue. I sucked yesterday's kisses into my lungs. An idiot child, I thought I could keep them there, like the kid who kept fireflies in a mayonnaise jar with just so much air. He had seen the dragonfly in his uncle's paperweight, flaunting its wingspan, never tiring, persisting without a care. Susan Smith. Bootleg baptism, bathtub gin, 5 parts barley, 5 parts kin, my troublesome kids, to be precise. The prohibition on the right stands alone in my head. The lake is a magnet. The basket is woven from metal, not bulrush. The basket is a bull grinding its tires in mud. Death is a matador flourishing a red cape. The cape is sunrise, warming up the lake. The bull is a sedan-sized juggernaut. The juggernaut is a bubble 2 boys can't burst to save their guts. The bubble is an aquarium. Those 2 frightened faces are swollen guppies. Ferguson Academy, Good Friday. The thing about non-destructive testing is, does it work on humans? Does it work on children and other natural wonders? Does it work on the marvelous? Say, the miracle of the dark room. Her womb was a dark room. The dark room was her first refuge. Gently pulling Prince through the bath, she felt the melting together of emergence and cleansing. She felt and struggled to accept the needfulness of darkness in the photographic process. Women like her stooping and laughing in an urban garden, infants in cribs and toddlers curled on floor mats like cinnamon rolls on a baking tray. These images allayed her fears. Imagine her dismay when other images appeared, faces just below the surface of a hateful baptism. While children of the rich are dressed up and dragged to church to gawk at suffering, a reporter's microphone is thrust at an anguished, stammering face in an oval of light. It's hard to believe this black is mere night. Male hands, like collars, wrap around female necks. Police uproot young mothers like weeds from a grave. Centurions shackle the Madonna's wrists and load them into screaming patrol cars. The power is cut. Doors are sealed. 2 days later, in every room, now dark rooms all, pictures that haven't been shot develop, ex nihilo. All we see of the reporter is her microphone, moving in and out of the oval of light, approaching to gather the mother's answers, withdrawing to collect clarifying suspicions. He clamped his hands around my neck. He tried to break my phone. It was a battle of sound and sight to steal the voices, the graven images. Sound against sound. Sirens to stifle chanters who thrust fingers in their ears. She sat down on the pavement, her wrists cuffed behind, her belly swollen with masterpieces, more Madonnas than Raphael painted, innumerable pietas, dead schools, dead ambitions draped languidly across her thighs. Black marble beauties these lines only dream of.